Good morning, everyone. It's Scott of the Scott Man. Had a nice sleep last night. Was still a little tired from the second airplane I was on this trip, but we're gonna go get breakfast and we're gonna go out and explore. All right, heading out, and compared to yesterday or even last night, look how quiet this street is. It's a little chilly out, but it's gonna get warmer today, so that's why I'm bundled up with a long sleeve shirt. But our first stop, we're gonna be going to a Schönbrunn Palace, and I won't be able to film inside the grand tour there, but I'll be able to film and take pictures outside though. So to get there, I'm gonna hop on the U4 over at Karlsplatz station. Made to a Schönbrunn Palace, although just have a little bit of a walk that way. And here we are. This is the Versailles of Vienna. This is Schönbrunn Palace. This is the summer palace which the Habsburgs lived out of during the summertime, when the rest of the year they are at the Hofburg. To visit this beautiful palace, you could buy tickets here, or you could pre-purchase them online like what I did. Well, matter of fact, I even bought a Sissy ticket, because with the Sissy ticket, you not only can come here, but you can also go to the Sissy Museum and also the Imperial Apartments at the Hofburg. And not only that, but you don't have to go in at a specific time. Since I bought the Sissy ticket, I can just walk right in. However, anything inside I will not be able to film or even take pictures of, so I'll tell you a little bit more about it after I get out. Yeah, that was a really beautiful palace. Yep. Schönbrunn Palace has over 300 rooms inside, although only 40 of them are viewable to the public. There are a couple tours that you can do inside there. One's the Imperial Tour, which takes you in about like 26 rooms, I believe. And then there's the Grand Tour, which is what I did, which is covered by that Sissy ticket, which I have. It takes you into the remaining 14, although one of them I think is still under renovation till later this fall. But yeah, it's like tours, yeah, take you on all the different rooms. Very, very beautiful. A lot of unique paintings, tapestries, and many different pieces of furniture that was used by the Habsburgs back when they were in rule of Austria. Behind the palace, which is where we are right now, this is like the huge park area. Most of this whole park area is absolutely free, and it's open longer than the palace itself is. There are other different attractions here too, like there's a zoo here as well, even like a Privy Gardens. Like there's some areas that there are some separate fees to enter, but a lot of the park area, like where we are right now, is completely free to walk around. So we'll do that for a little bit. What a view. This has been quite an incredible morning. I really enjoyed the grand tour inside Schönbrunn Palace, and and also walking around the park area behind it. Really glad I came here, and I'm really glad I came early because look at all the crowds that are coming in. Pays to get here early. Now I have to buy a sissy ticket and just walk right in. Alright, I'm gonna, well, short term navigate through this maze of people, and then after that I'm gonna head back to the U-Bahn and head over to Belvedere Palace. Alright, we're out the U-Bahn now. It's time to head over to Belvedere Palace. This is not the stop for it, but I figure why not get off at a closer stop and then just walk the rest of the way. And here we are, not terribly far away from the main train station, the Hauptbahnhof. This is Belvedere Palace. When I've watched different travel vlogs on Vienna before coming here, this is one place that many people did not come to, which is kind of a shame because look how beautiful the palace is. This is what's called the Upper Palace. This is where Prince Eugene of Savoy, he entertained his guests, and today it is an art museum full of great Viennese art. Prince Eugene lived from 1663 to 1736, and this is the palace which he called home, although his actual home was the lower palace, which is on the other side of the upper palace down the hill. We'll see that in a little while. But he was famous for being the savior of Austria, which he successfully helped defend Austria from the Ottoman Turks. You could thank Rick Steves' guidebook for that information. So I'm walking toward the palace now, and there's a cafe located at that end of the building. Because Prince Eugene would have wanted to entertain his guests, let's be entertained by having a little lunch inside. Yeah. Made it into this cafe. With these cafes, although it's not like some of the true ones in downtown Vienna, but here all you do is just come in and grab a table, and then one of the waiters will come over and decide to get the real cafe experience by getting a coffee. Although, you know me, I don't drink much coffee. In fact, the last time I probably have drunk coffee was in Bosnia. But a long time ago, I used to enjoy cappuccino once or twice, so I figure I'd get that here. Mix this up a little bit. It's gonna be really hot, so I'm gonna want this to soak it all in, stir it around. Yeah. Kind of some lessons a little bit I learned from the guy at the Bosnian coffee place at Mostar last year. It's like coffee should not be something you just pick up in a cup and take it away. You have to spread some love into it. But got a little chocolate cake here. When it comes to chocolate cake, though, it's gonna be good. Oh, this is good. When in Vienna, you have to have chocolate cake for lunch. That cake and cappuccino is pretty good, although, again, I'm not really a coffee drinker, but when in Vienna, I have to have one thing of coffee. Although that's definitely more catered to tourists with the fact that it's here at Belvedere Palace, but figure why not enjoy a cafe inside the Belvedere Palace. But for a real Viennese cafe experience, there's a lot of great cafes in downtown Vienna. And in fact, the real experience, you just sit down, have a coffee, have some tasty treats, and read a newspaper. But before we head back into downtown, I do want to walk around the palace grounds, and then you can see the lower palace over that way. And down here, being overlooked by the upper palace, is the lower palace. That is where Prince Eugene had his residence. But I have to say, Belvedere Palace is absolutely beautiful. I'd go inside too, but I don't think I'm allowed to film in there, especially in the upper palace, with it being a huge art gallery inside. Nevertheless, it was really nice just to walk around the grounds and also enjoy the cafe back up at the upper palace. But we're gonna head back into Old Vienna. I'm gonna take the tram back over toward the Opera House. All right, just got off the D tram over by the Vienna State Opera House, just right by Kettner Strasse, and I need to eat some more food. So part 2 for lunch. Gonna get some street food while I'm here. In fact, a little bit right now, then even a little bit tomorrow, like evening, I'm gonna do a special Trail of the Lights video, street food in Vienna. So why not get some kebab? You know me with my kebab. Although I show more of it in my street food video, I'll show a little bit here. This is a drum, or this is a type of kebab. So tasty and delicious. The State Opera House, and I'm gonna go take a tour of the Opera House.
Here's about my guided tour, and just look how beautiful this is in here.
Well, that was a very enjoyable tour, and what was really cool too is that, yeah, we were able to take pictures and video inside. So compared to Schönbrunn, I actually got to show off a little bit of the tour. But what I'm going to be doing next, which I'll have to do off camera, I'm going to go check out the Imperial Apartments at the Hofburg, which is also covered by the Sissi ticket. However, just like Schönbrunn, I cannot film or take pictures inside, so I'm gonna go do that off camera. Alright, that was pretty cool. Let's see the Imperial Apartments of Emperor Franz Josef and his wife Empress Elizabeth, or Sissi. But yeah, the camera remind me of Schönbrunn a little bit because it was very elegant. But yeah, again, as I was saying in yesterday's video, yeah, the Hofburg is where the Habsburgs lived for over 600 years. So yeah, I'm glad I got to check out both of their palaces in one day. But yeah, both their, especially the Imperial Apartments, yeah, very, very great to see both of them. Kind of like Schönbrunn a little bit better, just because there are more rooms to see. But yeah, it was great learning about the history of the Habsburgs and their living quarters. However, it's kind of like if I was in school all day. Too much knowledge sometimes can hurt your brain. So I'm gonna head back to the hotel just to rest for a little bit, and then head out again in a little while. It's amazing how 45 minutes of relaxation and peace and quiet can refresh me. Alright, so I'm gonna head out to the outskirts of the city. Although the old part of Vienna is absolutely beautiful, but we have to see other parts of Vienna too. Gotta get outside a little bit. That's what we'll be doing this evening. There's a Heuringer located to the northwest of downtown. I'm going to take a tram over there, so head back over to Karlsplatz, and I'm going to take tram D all the way to the end over to a Beethovengang station. I made it to the end of the line, so should have a short walk over to the Heuringer. And here it is. To get the real experience, you'll have to check out my Travel the Lights video. Well, I could probably remove my sunglasses. So yeah, definitely check that out. Very unique experience, I have to say. Definitely have to check out my Travel the Lights video on the Heuringer experience. I'm gonna cross the street here because what I'm gonna do is I want to call an Uber this time because I want to go to Danube Tower. It's a more modern tower that's just north of the Danube River, and from the top you get some amazing views, and with the around sunset it's gonna look amazing. So I'm gonna call an Uber and let's head over. Alright, I made it. I'm gonna go buy a ticket and head up to the top. Alright, we're here at the top, and this is the perfect time to come here because look how beautiful this is. Yeah, I'm so glad I came here at night. That was beautiful. It's cold out there because it's open air, so you can really feel the wind. So I'm almost shivering a little bit. Almost needed a jacket for that, but the views are fantastic. This camera got so many great pictures from the top. And if you go up there, there's even a restaurant here at the top of Danube Tower. But yeah, as I'm walking away from the tower, I'll have to get some pictures and a video from there as I walk over toward that, like that skyscraper complex, which is called Donau City, which is kind of like a newer part of Vienna. Because over there I'm going to catch a U-Bahn over there. I gotta say, that was really beautiful. Yeah, I'm having to use this camera just because I need to. Well, because this camera is a little bit better in the nighttime. But yep, that is Danube Tower. Look how amazing that looks, especially at night. I gotta say, this is really nice. Especially with seeing the old part of Vienna for most of the trip. It's almost surreal to see Vienna look so modern. Look at all these newer buildings. But yeah, it's like to see all Vienna, you have to go out of some of the touristy spots. And as you can tell, although Vienna still has its historic heritage dating back to the times of the Habsburgs, Vienna is a growing and becoming a more modern city too. Okay, I'm getting closer and closer to the U-Bahn station. Just gotta go down that way a little bit. And then we'll take that back into the old town. those bells were coming from St. Stephen's Cathedral. That was amazing. Like perfect timing too. But as you can tell, I'm back at Stefan's Platz, so I'm just gonna walk around off camera throughout the old city of Vienna for the rest of the evening until I go back to the hotel and get some sleep. Got another exciting day planned tomorrow. Be making a day trip to Slovakia. So anyway, so I hope you enjoyed today's video where we got to check out a lot of cool sites from Schönbrunn Palace to Belvedere Palace, and even I was thinking toward the Vienna State Opera House, and then of course I'll go to a Heuringer, and then finish up over at Danube Tower. So I hope you enjoyed today's long but awesome vlog here in Vienna. So for more great travel vlogs from the Scott Man, just click on this video over here. So thank you for watching today's video here as we explore Vienna, Austria. This is Scott, or the Scott Man, signing out.